Dear Becky, if you are currently reading this, it means you are at your mother's house and have come to realize that we no longer have a home of our own. Inside this envelope, you will find the key to the Green Street vault where your clothes and personal belongings are stored. I apologize for not having had enough time to pack everything neatly, resulting in the use of 12 trash bags. However, I did my best to handle fragile items with care under the circumstances. Before diving into my story, don't forget to subscribe and like this video to not miss out on the most striking stories about cheating and marriage. Now, I invite you on this emotional journey. If you're ready, let's start the video. The shock. The shock of finding you and Brad in our bed, a place that was special to me, entwined in a vengeful manner, is beyond words. The satisfaction on Brad's face as he relished in your pleas for him not to stop was blatantly apparent. I wonder which of my performances was more impactful. Was it when I threw the flowers at you, urging you to go on a cruise with your lover since it was clear you no longer wanted me? Or was it when I played my role in the office as Brad spread rumors that he had taken you from me due to my supposed inadequacy? Please convey my thanks to Brad for announcing to everyone at work about the cruise he was embarking on at my expense with you as his companion. Also, I am grateful to both of you for arranging a business trip for me, which conveniently allowed you two to spend 4 days together. It was a relief to hear you admit that you were seduced by him at your work Christmas party. Yes, Brad's wife and I are now romantically involved. I went to their house and showed her a photograph of you 2 weeks after an undisclosed Christmas gathering. Initially, our intention was to engage in vengeful intimacy, but we discovered that our physical connection was so remarkable that we started engaging in regular acts of love. During this time, we recorded all of your conversations, allowing us to be aware of your joint plans. My legal representative greatly enjoyed listening to these discussions. Convincing you to sell the house was the most challenging part, but you did not disappoint when you signed the documents without even looking at them. After Brad's departure, Brad's wife Tina and I have set sail for a new life together, heading to Europe to contemplate our future. As for you and Brad, Tina and I have decided to completely cut ties due to your unfaithfulness. Therefore, when Brad returns home, he will find out that Tina has sublet their apartment and donated his clothes to the Salvation Army. Wait, it's not over yet. I'm sure. The lawsuit. Brad will be fired upon his return to work because I have filed a lawsuit against him, the company, and the branch manager for emotional harm. When my lawyer went to the company's headquarters in New York and presented the evidence, they acted immediately. He played the conversation between Brad and me, where Brad boasted about sending me away. Even the conversations that caused other employees to mock me. After seeing and hearing all the evidence, the company's lawyers agreed to our request for financial compensation and Brad's dismissal, in return for which I signed a confidentiality agreement. Tina sold the car and her sailboat. When Brad returns home, he will find out that Tina has sublet their apartment and sold all their belongings. During our trip to Europe, we stayed at luxury hotels, charging to Brad's credit cards. I hope you find choosing Brad was worth it because his credit limits were exhausted within the first 4 days of our trip. But thankfully, his other cards were sufficient to cover the remainder of our journey. Tina and I have solidified our bond in our decision to start a new life. We have completely ended our relationship with you and Brad and are now searching for a new place to live in Europe for our future. If you and Brad decide to end your relationship, you should bear the expenses yourselves. Now, Becky, do you know what I think of you? I once thought you were the most attractive woman I've ever laid eyes on, but after meeting Tina, my opinion changed. Brad is a complete fool for cheating on a goddess like Tina. Tina, with her brown hair, captivating green eyes, and slender, elegant build, is a true beauty. Finally, the reason I'm writing this letter is to inform you and Brad that Tina and I have completely separated from both of you and have started anew. I hope your mother can provide a place for you and Brad in her home. When I handed her the letter, I explained that I was leaving you because of the relationship you had with your lover during the cruise, and she was quite upset by your promiscuous behavior. Now it's time for you to go on your way. A new life is starting for me, and I hope a new one starts for you too. But it seems like it's going to be a bit difficult for you. Good luck.